Ain't there something I can give in exchange for everything you give to me? Read my mind and feel just fine when I think my peace of mind is out of reach. Scales are sometimes unbalanced, and you better with all that has to be. I hope you see that it lean on me, and together we can calm the stormy sea. We love so strong and so unselfish. And I tell you now that I mean about giving you the best that I got, baby. Yes, I tell you now that I mean about giving you the best that I got. Oh, man. Everybody's got opinions of the way they think our story's gonna end. Some folks feel it's just superficial thrill. Everybody's gonna have to think again. We love so strong and so unselfishly. They don't bother me, so I'm gonna keep on giving you the best that I got. They don't bother me, so I'm gonna keep on giving you the best that I got. Baby, somebody understand. Somebody give it to me. I and I feel as if my heart is in your eyes. Is wrong, sound of your song, and I think I wanna sing tell you now, I'm giving you the best that I got. Listen, baby, I bet everything on my wedding ring. Always knew I would feel the magic of you on my mind constantly. In my arms is where you should be. I love you everybody, baby. You let my love light free. I want you in my life for all time. That you love, nothing else can compare. But I feel the magic of you. We stand side by side to the stars that pass us by. Like my life, one my heart seeks to find with me just the stars. I love you everybody, baby. You let my love light through. I want you in my life for all time. Nothing else can compare. Feelings always
What you're listening to is dope, no doubt. But have you ever listened with a Corona? That's the fine life's jam. Relax.
I look back on all those good times we once shared, and I must have been blind just to think I'll find someone new, one who loves me better than you. Well, we meet as it survives. Loneliness, I've opened my eyes, that's why I am alone like God. Still I can't get you out of my mind. 'Cause there's no one in the world to love me, no one in the world for me, no one in the world can love me like you do, baby. Every time I'm with someone, loving you, yes, I wanna run back to the old again. There's no one in the world loves me like you do. Are you happy now with your life? Well, heartbreaking inside for something sweet that I could not see. When you were with me, baby, no one in the world can hold me, no one in the world can move me, no one in the world can hold me like you do, baby. Every time I'm with someone, loving you alone, I wanna run back to your arms again. There's no one in the world like you do. Please take me back. My baby can't go on. But I'm happy. I'll do whatever it takes. I'm not let you go with me. I realize I do When I think about how much I'm loving you, only meditation, no celebration and set a rule. I'm amazed how much this love has been my life. It's a commitment that we share. It's a round of sacrifice. This must be the real affection. My lifelong You're a diamond in my mind, a precious gem to me. You're so nice to have around. I'm so glad I took the time to be. And it's amazing loving you. I'm doing things I never thought I'd do. I don't know. I don't know. I'm telling all I know. It's all I know is when it's too long, that feels you, baby. Need you, baby. Need you in my house, in my room, in my bed, baby. Need you, baby. Need you, baby. Need you, baby. Can't you come to my house? Can't you come to my room? To my bed, my mind. Are you lonely? My one and only baby, what you do, stars up in the sky. Shed your heart, won't lie back to me. You speak and dreams are real. Free to follow what you feel. Close your eyes and see. There's no story. Dreams become reality. How close your eyes and see. Side of heart instead of mind. Open eyes, still travel blind. We stumble in the dark. See things clearly with your heart. Close your eyes and see. Life is no longer mystery. Dreams become reality. Dreams become reality when you arrive. Sing with your hearts, sing with your spirits. Fly with your mind, with your thoughts.
The story of Dracula on the last voyage of the Demeter.
Well. Drifting on a memory. Ain't no place I'd rather be than with you. Yeah, loving you. Well. Day will make a way for night. All we'll need is candlelight, a song. Yeah, something long. Well, glad to be here alone with a lover like no other. Sad to see a new horizon slowly coming into view. Yeah, I wanna be living for the love of you. Heart inside, all that I'm feeling is for the love of you. Alright. Lovely as a ray of sun that touches me when the morning comes, feels good to me. Yeah, my love and me. Well, smoother than a gentle breeze, flowing through my mind with ease, soft as can be. Well, when you're loving me, when you're loving me, love to be riding the waves of your love and shade with the touch. It seems to me we could sail together in and out of mystery. Well, I wanna be living for the love of you. Alright, all that I'm giving is for the love of you. You got me, girl. I wanna be living for the love of you. Alright now, all that I'm giving is for the love of you. Paradise I have within. Can't feel insecure again. Yes, I see. Oh, I see. Now and then I lose my way, using words to try to say what I feel. Yeah, love is all that is real. My mind's where sign my name on a card which can say time will tell. Cause it seems that I've done just about all that I can. I know that I'm living for love. For excitement. I know that I'm living for love. Every day I'm living for love. Each and oh, voice I'm gonna say it one more time. Said I'm living for love. Each and oh, Lord, I looking back over my years, I guess I shed it some tears. Told myself time and time again, this time I'm going to for another fight. Things ain't right. I'm losing again. Take a fool to lose twice. Start all over. Make a damn let it go. Looks like another love TKO. Oh, make a damn let it go. What you think about it, girl? Looks like another TKO. Try to take control of the love to control. Cause to lose all thoughts is the time of change. Taking the marks and the bruises of all the things of a futile. Trying to hold on to things that's gone. It's just another saying. Let it go. What you say about looks like another love TKO. Oh, just let it go. Let it go, baby. Oh, baby. Another love TKO. Try to take control of the love. Control. Cause you lose all thoughts, seems of time, never change. Taking the bumps and the bruises of all the things that you done. See, I try to hold on, my faith is gone. Just never sad. And I think I better let it go. Let it go. Like a man got TKO. I think I better let it go. I know what's gonna be. TKO. I couldn't stand this pain much longer. Better let it go. Let it go. Oh, yeah. TKO. Oh, sometimes I just feel like I wanna say, TKO. Gotta get beat up all out. Let it go. Oh, it's too late. All they say now is better the second time around. I can't stand on my feet. Good time when I saw. Oh, you're the one who's got me inspired. Keep on lifting me. Oh, yeah, so good. Loving somebody and somebody loves you back. That's your mind. It's so good. Needing somebody and somebody makes it right. Now 64, talking about 50-50 love. So good, loving somebody loves you back. Yeah. Now 64, talking about 50-50 love. Yeah. It's so good. Loving somebody and somebody else you back. It's so good. We were made for each other. To the bone, to the bone. Been going through my teens for about 6 months or so. It's been real hard to talk to one another. You know, relationship ain't nothing without communication. Over and eyes wide open about 3 o'clock in the morning. I said, baby, can't go on this way. She said, you're right. I said, I love and I love you. Then we started holding each other. I felt the tear roll out my face. Last night We cried together. Said we cried, cried, ain't nothing wrong with you, no. There ain't nothing wrong with me. We're not the only people in the world who go ups and downs. All we have to do is talk, we can work it out. Oh, it's be right and take the way. Let me hold you tight. Tomorrow will be a brand new day. Oh, last night, me and my woman, we cried together. Said we cried, cried, now we have time when we laugh about it. We even go out on the town and we party, party, party. Every day the sun doesn't shine, sometimes it has to rain. Just like we enjoy the pleasure, we have to stand the pain. Oh, let me kiss your eyes, right the cheek the way. Oh, let me hold you close, let's talk to each other. Let me what you gotta say. Oh, last night, sweet last night. Oh, what love. There ain't nothing wrong with me. We're not the only people in the world who go through ups and downs and changes and turn around.
Okay, okay. I know y'all been sitting up there waiting on me. Look, today is Sunday, and I am feeling real good. So we are going to talk about in Evers is going to be closing in on the deal, and Triple H removed from the board. We are going to talk about AEW, and we are going to be talking about SmackDown. So let's get into the countdown. Yeah, because I remember when I was up here, I was And make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all either much hit that when y'all come on here and it's help this the video help this content. So cause I have been doing this for the past I've been doing this for the past 3 years, though, building up my content. I want to thank 5 subscribers who subscribed to my channel when I was doing my SummerSlam review. And then either much because I had the press conference on your screen with Cody Rhodes, with Indy Hard. I'm sorry, EO Sky when she cashed in her Money in the Bank briefcase and I either much had it when Triple H came out, the last one to come on the press conference, and either much so, I end up getting copyrighted because they either much had strike down my channel because they said it was a violent policy to my to this video to my video because they said every content creator should know better. So for now, though, it won't be no more press conference, not at Fastlane coming up. Not at Payback coming up in October the 2nd. I'll be here to review that. Not even much at Fastlane coming up October the 7th. Not at Survivor Series. There won't be no press conference on YouTube Live. At Royal Rumble press conference, it won't be. Not the Elimination Chamber press conference, WrestleMania press conference, Saudi Arabia press conference in November. It won't be none of that no more on this channel. So all you are going to get from me is review. So Lord knows that I do not want to get my channel strike down again. And so I'm either much looking at this. Because let me give me time. Let me get my notes. I'm gonna get to y'all. Let me get to y'all. Let me get to y'all. Because I'm either much reading that Triple H is set for removed from WWE Board of Directors. And either much so dude, either much though, why would you either much mess up remove Triple H off the board? This man either much knows every thing, and then because Triple H been the company going on for the past 8 years, he has been a part of the WWE Board of Directors because this man has the experience, he has the tools, he has the mentors, he has an old school mentality because Triple H though work out with the talent. And down there at the Performance Center and teach them what they can do and what they can't do. And so either much with Triple H though. And some you see when I was seeing this, like that's a Vince McMahon thing because he don't either much want them to either much want him, his own family, to either much know what's on the other side of the business. And then because that's the reason why though, and that either much people like either much like Triple H though, he still is a WWE head of career because he probably was off the board because he probably trying to focus on WWE head of creator on the other side because he has his own management team, his own writing team because Triple H knows what he is doing. And so I really just hope that he doesn't hope and pray that he does not leave WWE because he has a relationship with the roster on the talent. That's why the superstars, they love to work with Triple H. And so because when Vince McMahon, when he dead and gone, one day, I mean, and Triple H is going to step in and fill in into that Vince McMahon role, and probably going to work with Aaron Helwani. Because Aaron Helwani either much, look, Vincent Kennedy McMahon is 77 years old. Nick Khan is 48. He's the CEO of WWE. Stephen R. Conan, I mean, whatever his name, he's 66 years old. He's the CEO of the Atlantic Hawks State Farm Arena. So Nelson is, or he got Timothy. He's 7. He's the chief media officer and executive chairperson. So Aaron Helwani is 62. So he Invader. So he's CEO. And you have Mark Supremio is 53 years old. Invader is president. So Ejo P. Dark Ben is 49, co-CEO of the Sullivan Luke. So Jonathan and Calf is 59. He's president of the New England Patriots. So the Calf group. So that's Robert Kraft's son. And Sonya E. Medial is 47. She's president, CEO of Ranch Resilience. And so Karen Wallow is 51 years old. She's CEO of the Open Doors Technical. And so the final of the board member is yet to be chosen by WWE. So there is no official. So information available about this selection at the moment is worth nothing. That Triple H is the WWE chief content officer, has not been listed in this internal completion. Triple H is a member of the WWE Board of Directors since 2015, is expected to continue his current responsible with the new company. So thought his states of the board remains uncleared. I mean, that's about it because you already know what I just said, though. I think Triple H though would be fine in his WWE creative role because, and you know that WWE is, look, if Triple H don't is either much being threat is WWE head of creator, they don't need to much like how he either much booking these talent. Look, first of all, that Aaron Helwani and Nick Khan though is gonna be want to bring back a third NXT brand. First of all, dude, I don't watch NXT on my show. Look, they have been stuck in the WWE Performance Center for the past 4 years. For the past 4 years in the WWE Performance Center in Florida, and then because you either must think you gonna bring back a WWE third brand after Triple H done either much worked it so hard, he either much gave everybody a home in NXT Black and go and Vince McMahon and Bruce Picture, they either much killed that because he brought in people like the Andy Hartwell, the Sasha Banks, the Becky Lynch, the Charlotte, either much the Ascension, either much the Undisputed Era, Adam Cole, Bobby Fish, Kelly O'Reilly, the authors of Pain. He either much bought it in and turned around and bought Johnny Gargano, Kansas LeRae, Lord Solomon, and bought Bailey in, Alexa Bliss, Bray Wyatt, Seth Rollins in, and either much bought all these people in NXT because he was the king of Booker down there in NXT because and Vince McMahon looked at that and saw that Triple H was gaining more momentum down in NXT. He turned around and wait to Triple H going to Hartsville for his heart. And then Bruce Picture and Vince McMahon killed it and made that trash NXT 2.0 with all those fruity pepper colors. Dude, and he did not care about none of these people that he either much had down there in NXT. And then you want to tell me, oh, Vince McMahon though is with a subpoena, and then they searching his room and trying to see where is the warrant is at. Look, Vince McMahon is still in his hospital bed, and then you know he's on the phone talking to that fat slob Bruce Picture and Kevin Dunn. Those the only two he the much got at the helm. So you already know that Vince McMahon is remoting from his house, so he is having a influence in WWE career. I mean, either much so because y'all people either much looking for me. Y'all thought I was gonna do a Monday Night Raw today, but it's not gonna happen because, like I said, but WWE they don't either much have WWE don't have their own board. Eric Horwana got his people. You got Nick Khan, man, right there. Because when Triple H bought WWE War Games last year, dude, he never used it nobody on the WWE main roster when he was in charge. And then so Triple H want to go for Vince McMahon want to go back as like Raw versus SmackDown, and is we going to get Charlotte team versus Bianca Belair team, or either much? Look, I'm not a fan of Raw or SmackDown because I don't like those Survivor Series with Raw versus SmackDown 5-team 5-on-5s man match on for SmackDown and 5-on-5 on Raw and 5-on-5 women match and 5-on-5 SmackDown match. So I really don't like it because WWE still haven't announced NXT Survivor Series War Games. They still haven't said nothing about it. 5-on-5 team versus Charlotte and Bianca's. 5-on-5 though, the Judgment Day versus the Hurt Business, whatever the fuck they either much want to call it. So we are gonna be talking about let me get to this. AEW Dynamite. I want to talk about that. So we the much had on Wednesday night. So we had the J Approach Case Associates Tory meeting. So the members of the Jericho Expression Soldiers were in the ring for they meeting. Matt Moreland inducted Chris Jericho. Everybody in the ring was dressed in black, while Jericho had on a red jacket in slackers along with a black shirt. The black looks is what people wear at a funeral, as we know. So Jericho spoke about how he was their friend and said, we know they had a problem, but Dan Garcia asked him to stop talking about Garcia monitoring Jericho, hitting him with a baseball bat last week. In pinning him, Garcia said he chose Jericho every single time over his heroes and his friends. Garcia said because Jericho isn't choosing him, Garcia can't do this anymore. Garcia dancing left. And so Jack Hader, who really wrestled for the company, said that everybody knows that Jake likes that, had the fans popped in for that. Jake said that he wants everybody to know that he doesn't approach Jericho. Chris Jericho spoke about how their careers are better since they are associated with him, and they are proud of that fact. So you had Ty Mello, Anna J spoke up. Ty said she feels sick and she is not even talking about they baby. Taya said she had this baby come back next year and be a champion without Jericho because she quit this group. Anna J said tonight about winning the AEW Women's World Championship, and it's not about a approach as him. And so we had Angela Parker was next. So he loves being a spot entertainment and spoke about his hair did. Dave Parker said he's done everything he could to make Jericho proud of him. Parker spoke about bleeding out in a double cage. Parker said he give Chris everything he can, but what has Chris give him? Parker said he has nothing left to give him and left. And so Matt Merlin was next saying Jericho was his childhood hero. Merlin said when he was 15 and got his first paycheck, he spent his money on Jericho's shirt. Merlin said when his wife 8 months pregnant, he had no job, but Jericho heard his story and Jericho helped Miller get into AEW. Millen said the last 18 months have been nothing but a dream for him. Millen mentoring guys like Eddie Kingston and Kevin Steen, that Kevin Owens had Jericho grits. So now he's starting to understand why. So Sammy Guevara was last and hip slapped the microphone out of Jericho's hand. Sammy said he wants from getting an AEW World title match to fighting Jericho, battling with Sting, and putting him through a table because Sammy was loyal to Chris Sammy said deep down he always thought Jericho would help him. Sammy told Jericho he had a lot of stuff to work out. And if he does work it out, maybe Sammy will be here. Sammy touching Jericho on the shoulders and left. So I am sure if I had any feelings about this group ending, they really didn't do that much. The inner circle was a lot better and more interesting to the majority of this group. Was full of wrestling that lost most of the match. Guys like Hayter, Millen, and Parker really won. Anna Jay is still early in her career while Tiger is pregnant. So she's out of action until next year. So Garcia was decent, I guess, in the group. Sammy is a main eventer or close to that. But he should probably be a face. Perhaps the story will be that Jericho turned down working with Don Callis as reform this group. With Jericho as a babyface instead of a heel, I don't know what the plans is, but this current train possibly. So then we get Chris Jericho was shown walking backstage with Renee Pretter trying to talk him. Don Callis walk up to Chris, who told Don he's making an announcement next week if he joins then Don Callis' family. So it seemed like Jericho will be joining the Don Callis family, but it wouldn't shock me if they're a swerve. This could be a way to make Jericho into a babyface for the first time in AEW after 4 years as a heel. I mean, yeah, because I don't give a damn if they're in a circle either must break up. They ain't doing nothing with Millen on TV. They ain't doing nothing with Ty Valkyrie. They haven't either much been giving her a push ever since she been at AEW. So I really don't care. If Ty Valkyrie, she's gonna be having birth to her child, so she just need to take time off of TV. For go away for 6 months and come back until she's healthy. So I don't care. Jack Hager go his way. I don't care about that group breaking up. I really don't. So they don't do it nothing much for me anyway. So the Young Bucks entering for the tag team action with a 36-14 record is a wild thing. How they have only had 52 on 2 tag team matches in AEW in over 4 years. That a light schedule Excalibur said this is only their 3rd tag team match in the last 12 months since they have done a lot of Toys tag team matches. The Hardys entering with a 3-1 tag team record in AEW. So the Hardys, Matt and Jeff, and Hardys and Bro, Zay and Ethan Page versus the Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson, and you had Brandon Gennard either much tipping and around the ring and getting involved in matches. And so for the shakes, so review Ryan Hardy. You know what though? Let me just skip. So Jeff with a automatic drop on Matt. So followed by flipping neck breakers, Hardy tags in for some double team offense. Nick was in the ring illegally, so the Hardys slamming Nick onto Matt on the mat. The Hardys hit a double team back suplex for 2. Hardy pulled Matt off the ropes leading to a pin attempt for two. Jeff tags in with a leg drop on the leg with neck breaking up the pin. Hardy was holding Matt while Jeff had pinned him, and the input referee was still counting. You shouldn't be counting there. If two guys are pinned on guys anyway, Nick got involved to stop a double team move with a kick, and Nick hit a neck breaker on Hardy. That is more illegal offense from the Young Bucks. Nick's was a flying offense, was splash in a move. So Matt enforced some illegal offense as the Bucks hitting a move saw in splash combo. Nick hit a twist drive over the top onto both Hardys on the floor. And so Matt Hardy hits a side infection on Matt Jackson. Jeff tags in against Nick with an any automatic drop, double leg drop, drop kicking elbows by Jeff for a two. Jeff jumping off the top with a whisper in the wire onto both Bucks for a 2 count on Nick Young. Bucks hit a double super kick on both Hardys in a Dudley Death drop 3D on Jeff for a 2 count. The Hardys got back up with a double twist, a fake move on both Bucks. Jeff went up top and hit a swanton bomb on Nick, but Matt Jackson break up the pin. Matt Hardy was across the ring instead of trying to stop Matt Jackson breaking up the pin. Jeff and Matt Hardy each hit a twist of fate on Nick, who sold the second one like a head standing Matt Jackson's super kick Jeff in the leg while Jeff was going up top. Bucks hit a BTE trigger double knees on Matt Hardy, and Nick Jackson pinned Matt Hardy for the pinfall win. That was a lot of illegal offense by Matt Jackson before the finish. It went 10 minutes, so it was a good match. I either much enjoyed it. So it was fine for a 10 minutes match between two of the best brothers tag team of all time. The Hardys have definitely slowed down looking like guys in their mind to let a 40 wrestler. Smart is the right move, that for sure. As for the Young Bucks, I enjoy their match more if they didn't do random double team moves while Ingram rules, but that's just how they are. The Young Bucks match is higher if they was less of the random going into the ring offense. The results was obvious with the Young Bucks getting the win since they be against FTR at All In. I mean, yeah, that match is gonna have. I mean, dude, the Hardys is just down in their career, because if they don't win the tag team titles this year and all that, I don't see them. It ain't nothing else for them to do. Okay, they accomplished everything in WWE as the tag team champions in TNA, because I grew up watching the Hardys when I was a little kid, but their career is just winding down. And so them went beating the Young Bucks. I don't have any problems with it. So the Young Bucks and the Hardys shake hands after the match Brandon Cutler and Evans did the stupid spray onto the Young Bucks too. So Nick Jackson said FTR said that FTR team of Dexter Haywood and Cash Wallow walked out with the AEW tag team titles that teams had stared down as Taz Montran. There was bad blood between the teams. For those that don't know, Nick said all NLTR holding up their titles that challenge accepted approach. So it's official for all in. With LTR faction, the Young Bucks, for the third time, they will be an outstanding in front of a major crowd at Wembley Stadium. Nick Jackson saying LTR in all in feet like the largest Young Bucks in the ring promo this year. They never gets to talk in the ring. I am getting prepared for that match. I am going to get prepared for the match coming up at Wembley Stadium. So we get there, will be a women four-way match at all in for the AEW women's title. 3 women have to win match to get into it, while Toni Storm is in it. Obvious Soraya and Britt Baker will remain their matches to get into it with Sheeta and Storm. Yeah, because you know Toni Storm want to get in the match because you know that she is going to fight so hard deep down inside that she is going to get her tag team, her AEW Women's Championship back. Because if they either must take the belt out to Shida, if she just already won it, because you need to just build her up as a dominant championship. Because look, it's like AEW really don't care less about the women's division over there. Just like WWE, they don't care nothing about theirs neither. So dude, that's why, do you see Chris Stanlander? Dude, she is not on AEW TV. She's on AEW Collision. Do you see Nightingale? She's not on AEW TV. They can either much give her a boost or use her, but she's in a tag team with Chris Stanlander over there with Madison Range and her other tag team partner. I can't think of the name right now. So there, I mean, yeah, let me get to this. So there was a Adam Cole MGF hanging out. So videos in theme in Park last week with a let off a kid. Also that Cole loved it, but MGF hat into under Cole Montran dodgeball. MJF playing dodgeball with the kids, and he throws a dodgeball at the kids. MJF to a kid, hey, you are slapping with your mom. The kids sold it like there was knockout a little girl. Cole, they called Cole and MJF nitties for being a kid Tampa Pool Park. Cole said you shouldn't talk like that, and that girl gave Cole a middle finger. MJF threw the ball at the kid. I thought we didn't see her get hit the sorry. I mean, see her get hit that ended it. And so it was pretty funny and a bit. We had like a cheese or two the show MJF throw their balls at that kid in slow motion because they were probably lighting toys. So if you show them at regular speed, you could tell how light he was throwing the balls. Good selling by the kids. I mean, yeah, because we either must see MGF, but they fun, they friends and all that, but I don't think it's gonna last that long for a couple of months. So I'm gonna get to that in a little bit. So the Black Pool Comeback Club, John Moxley, Claudio Castro, and Wallow Yuck. Moxley talks about how the best friend don't deserve to be in the ring parking lot fighting with them. Moxley had a message for the Lucha Brothers and threatening them while monitoring what happened to Pac. Claudio talked about how he's injured Pac. Wallow Yuck marking Pac for being hurt. Moxley said they didn't fear the death triangle of death because the death far um, fear us. Sure it does. So I mean, it's still gonna be issue with Del Triangle and the Pool Comeback Club. So we see where it goes. What a feud is gonna be going from here. So we get FTR champion Jack Perry versus Raw Van Dam. So we get this is RVD first match in AEW. RVD entering to the sound walking by pantry that he had in ECW. So that could in LTW rules means anything goes in fall count anywhere. RVD is in good shape for 52 years old. So Perry attacked RVD from behind with a forearm to the back and some middle fingers from the crowd. RVD used his legs to roll up Jack for a 2 count. RVD hit a spine kick in the corner. Jack bailed to the floor. RVD following and Jack sent RVD into the top of the steel steps. RVD set up Jack against the barricade and RVD jump off the barricade. With a spinning leg drop, RVD comes still do the move, even thought the barricade was feather away here, compound to other complainances. And so RVD avoids a roll-up thunder attack. Attempted Jack and RVD did a marquee flip across the ring. RVD drive kick a chair into Jack face. RVD hit a rolling thunder onto a chair on Jack for a 2 count. Jack avoid a kick by RVD and Jack throws a chair at Rob, who ducking it so the chair hits the referee Bryce Rawberry. As RVD knocked the Jack down with a spinning kick. RVD went up top and Jack tripped it up RVD on the top rope. And Jack go ginged it the eye. RVD managed to toss Jack out the top through a table on the floor. That table was set up during the break. Back in the ring, RVD went up top and hit a 5-star frog splash on Jack for the cover, but the referee was still down as the fans counting the backup referee Arbery Elvis went into the ring and counting the pinfall and 2 count. RVD talked to her about is Jack did a low blow. Jack sent RVD into the chair against the turnbuckle, and Jack did a roll up off death with tough for the pinfall win after 10 minutes. So So it begins a pretty good match after a slowly start. Jack is doing a nice job with the heel meanerings, while RVD looked it shape for the guy that doesn't wrestle that often these days. That was a creep win for Jack after the referee was bumped it, and RVD had it won, but the second referee was a way to slowly to count the pin. Anyway, the finishing was fitting for a Carfity heel like Jack, who is all about winning in a creepy manner these days. I mean, dude, RVD, because I mean, I know they ruined his debut, dude. You gotta keep booking Jack Perry up strong as a heel. Have him keep on getting these keep booking Jack Perry up strong though is a heel on TV. And that's what Tony Khan has been doing. And either much so he's good at cutting the promo in the ring, but right now you can't have Jack Perry drop that um title. LT, let me see what title he won. I mean retain. I mean that title to nobody. He can't be dropping that title to no body. So right now, so RVD winning. I mean I mean that's spar not winning, getting over on Jack Perry. That either must spar his debut on AEW TV. But what is next for RVD? I don't know. I have to find out the next week. But do he need to be on TV every week just to be putting these young guys over week after week after week? You just have him going, y'all. You have him booking him to lose every week. Come on, man. You got to give this man some wins on TV. I don't care whoever he's in the ring with. So I mean, RVD. I mean, that's a tough loss for him. So we get the Lucha Bros and Alex Herberto. Alex Herberto was interviewed by Renee Pico. They are going to get revenge for what BCC did at PAC. Penta said they should BCC, while the Lucha Bros are the best tag team. And so we get Adam Cole and Max Jacob Freakum. So they do of a AEW World Champion Maxwell Jacob Freedom. MJF and Adam Cole made their entrance wearing Better Than You Baby shirt. Cole had a white shirt and MJF had a black shirt. MJF even granted fans around ringside. So MJF said the devil has arrived, in the fan cheered MJF, sucking up to the crowd, saying that his favorite place in the USA is the Midwest. Adam Cole said he knows the wrestlers from the AEW World title at all in, which Cole is going to beat him for. By the way, MJF thinks Cole wanted a promo battle, and MJF said Cole is so plated white that if this was the 1980s, Hogan would have smoothly him. MJF marking Cole having a concussion in the ring past a heavy note arm, but Cole said he don't want a promo battle. And so Cole spoke about, I mean, making history at all in at Wembley Stadium. Cole said the fans love him as a tag team and they would love to see him with tag team gold around their waist. Cole mentoring other sets of tag team champions, the ROH World Tag Team Champion. Cole said he owns his entire career to the ring of honor. Cole said that promo wrestling that you know and love is thanking to ROH. Cole monitoring all his titles in ROH while saying he never won the ROH tag team titles. Cole monitoring the teams that held those titles like the Kings of Wrestling, Red Dragon, and the Briscoe brothers set the bar for the greatest tag team wrestling is all about. Cole said that AEW has the 0 hours pre-shows at All In, where Cole and MJF should become the ROH tag team champions. So MGF did some trilling about wrestling twisting in the same night and asking if Cole was sick or prevented. MJF said normally he threatened to stab somebody with an iron if they want him to wrestle more than once. Max asked the crowd if they want them to become the ROH World Tag Team Champions, and the fans were cheering MJF that as you scrumbags, they are challenging Austin opening for the ROH tag team titles at All In. During the 0 hours pre-shows, MJF said it because we are better than you, baby. So Roderick Strong arrived in a neck brace, shooting Adam Page at Cole, and Strong can't believe that Cole wants to win the ROH tag team titles with MJF, but not with an ROH legacy. So in his real best friends, Rowdy MJF said he was sick of Strong and jealous ex-girlfriend. Valuable MJF wants Strong to get into his car, go home and cry into the pillow. MJF wanted Strong to listen to Taylor Swift and shake it off. You blind bitch, the fan chanted shake it off and Strong. Strong wondering why Cole was letting MJF talks to Strong like I said, I'm sorry. Strong wondering why Cole was letting MJF talk to Strong like that. Strong said that the kingdom was right about Cole, saying that Cole was never Strong friendly, making Bennett and Mike Travis walked out to hang Strong and walking to the back with him. Cole shoved MJF and asked him what his problem. Cole said he is Mac's friend and Strong friends who MJF was pushing MJF in the chest. Cole said he was sorry. MJF said, let hang it out. So that hanging MJF said it's fine and told Cole to go check on his boy. While Cole said he's worried, sorry, MJF said, all right, as Cole left, Cole ran to the backstage arena. So a long segment features two of the best talkers in AEW. There's any instrument department to have Cole and MJF wrestling twice at All In by putting them on the pre-show in and ROH tag team titles match. It's not official yet, but it's coming. I am learning towards their prediction that Cole is going to be the one to turn heel on MJF too, because the AEW World Champion. Maybe Cole will form a stable with the Kingdom and Strong. It will make sense due to their history together. If they did that, then it would really make MJF a top babyface in AEW. Anyway, I am ignorant to see where it goes. MJF and Cole's story is arguable the best thing in AEW right now. I mean, yeah, because you can't have. That's why they don't have MJF in the WWE. AEW World Championship right now on their show. So, like I had said that though, with Adam Cole though is gonna be turning heel on MJF, because if he do, that's good, because he need to be going up against baby faces, somebody either much like a Darby Allin, go up against say Darby Allin, a Nick Jackson, or Kenny Omega, a Matt Jackson, and somebody like a Kiefer Lee. He need to go up against them, because right now though they is not doing nothing with Keith Lee over there with AEW. Like AEW creative don't need to much have no plans for him. So we seen Keith Lee and Adam Cole in NXT, but look, if Adam Cole, when his contract go up, if he go back to WWE, he ain't winning world titles over there unless he going for the world WWE World Champion on Raw, unless he going for the United States champion or the Intercontinental Championship over there, because Triple H though will be welcoming him in open arms. He would be glad to have Adam Cole when his contract go up. So let me hold on. I'll be back real quick. So now I'm back. So hit the like button, and it helps out the channel. So next up we get the Lucha Bros putting L's Zero Model and Rex Flex versus the Blackpool Combat Club, John Marshall and Claudio Castro. The Lucha Brothers attacked from behind to start their match. Pinto hit the middle in Japanese slam on Pinto for 2. Things slowed down a bit with Marsley catching both brothers, leading to a double DDT, and all 4 guys were in the ring doing a sports. The ref tried to pull Claudio back, and Young hit a Flex with a tighter shot to the head. Claudio launches Flex in the air, and Marsley hit a cutter for 2. I thought Penta was the league man, but I wasn't paying any attention. Claudio hit a body slam along with an elbow drop. They went to a picture-in-picture break. And so the BCC guys were in control with Claudio holding Flex with a max jumping off the turnbuckle for a spike peel driver. Flex Marsley tried a top rope clothesline, but Flex avoided, and Flex did a double stump on Claudio. Penta got the tag, landing to a jumping DDT on Marsley, who wasn't legal yet in the ring for a long time. Penta was a double knees to the back of Claudio. Flex tagged in, jumping off the top with a frog splash on and missing because Claudio moved it. All four guys were in the ring down doing strikes, and Marsley hit a cutter on Penta. Flex jumping back up, hit a super kick with all four guys laying on the mat because they decent to sell at the point. Claudio and Flex exchanged a form. Then Flex got back up and deliver a chop. Flex bounced off the rope with a hook kick. Penta got a tag, and Claudio hit a uppercut. Marsley tags into a pin. Penta for two. Marsley and Penta got into a chop fest that lasts over 1 minute. Penta tries a springboard attack. Marsley blocked it in. Flex got involved, landing to a spike looking peel driver to your grabbing. Flex leading. The referee did nothing as usual and didn't eject anybody. Flex hit a moonsault on the floor and landed on the floor. Claudio ripping out Penta mags. So Marsley did a roll up of death on Penta and grabbing the tights to pin Penta. The direction completed, missing the mask pulling, but they showed it on replay. It went about 14 minutes. So the Blackpool Comeback Club, John Marshall and Claudio, they just unstoppable in AEW. So a good match, technical in terms of moves and near falls throughout the match, but I thought it was a lame end. It also sucked when they direction miss it, the ending, missing the ending when it a mass pull like that. This much had a many crazy moves with guys kicking out of the everything, but Penta can't kick out of a simple roller just because his mask was removed. I guess that Penta want to cover his face and his lucha is trending to have a mad just thinking it's weeks ending that AEW has done before to anyway. Marsley and Claudio walking well as a team. I just wish they care about tag rules like they are suspicious to, because this was just a random sports and guys going into the ring whenever they want. So we get Marsley, post-match. Marsley chokes out Penta, who had a black towel covered his head. Claudio put on Penta mask and beat up Flex with punches. Some AEW officials went out to the ring to try to stop it. The BCC guys left the announce pushing the idea that the BCC took out Penta and Flex buddy Patu, so now they are going after them. So I think John Moxley is feuding with Orange Cassidy for All In, but now it's more of BCC feuding with the Del Triangle and the Lucha Bros Impact Group. Instead is get more people on the show, I guess. I mean, yeah, I mean, you need more people on the show. They need BCC need more teams who they either must need to challenge over there in AEW. Because how about they can get the House of Black and either much get them to come over there to AEW. There would be good reason because they over there on AEW Collision. So let's hear from Swerve Strickland in Madrigal EMBASSY. Embos. So Swerve Strickland was in the ring in a promo with a Mogo Bass and Swerve bragging about AR Fox and him beat up Nick Wayne last week. Fox called out Darby Allin to bring his ass out. Darby Allin made his entrance along with Allin on the ramp. Allin said he called Fox and he wouldn't answer. Allin said that he tries to get Fox into AEW soon, but then Fox got to AEW by himself and said congratulations to Fox. Allin said he respect Fox and he going to credit Fox for changing Allin's life. Allin said Fox has some new friends, but Allin has friends too. The light went out and the Fox went wild. So when the lights come back on, Sting was in the ring with his bat and the heels were running away like crowd Swerve turned away and Sting hit Swerve in the ribs with the baseball bat pointed at the All In logo in the upper deck and Swerve bell at the point. Swerve and friends left well. Sting and Allin celebrate in the ring. So the moral go for in basically looking like a branch of tough guys until a guy in his 60s with his baseball, with his bat, showing up anyway. The lights going out so Sting can get into the ring is always going to pop up a crowd. Is simple, but it's work. I don't mind Allin and Sting as a team, even thought is a prediction because they win every match when find out moments later that is a coffin match at Allin in the All In with Sting and Allin against Swerve and Fox. Maybe one day AEW will remain. Keith Lee probably should go a match with Swerve, but it never seems to happen. No, we don't get what we want. So over there in AEW, just like you don't get what you want over there in WWE, you don't get what you want in AEW if it's right. And so we get the main event match, the last one. So Hashida versus Anna Jay. So then Speed the man is going for moves in doing counting. Sheeta hit a jumping knees attack. Sheeta hit a jumping knee attack in the corner. Sheeta did some counting punches by the turnbuckle. Jay knocked her down on the apron, and Jay did a spine kick, knocking Sheeta down to the floor. I don't know if they kicked every touch her anyway, just sent Sheeta back in the ring in a 2 count. They went to a picture break with only a few minutes left in the show. And so the show returns with about 5 minutes until the end of the show. Sheeta hit a suplex followed by a running elbow. Jay tripped the Sheeta against the turnbuckle, and Jay hit a spinning kick to knock Jay down. Sheeta come back with a knockdown on the apron. Sheeta set up a chair to try to jump off it, but Parker got in the ring. Jay sent Sheeta face first into the steel steps and went back in for a 2 count. Jay applies a chin lock because if it wasn't much of a queen slug, Sheeta broke out of it easy, and Sheeta got to the ropes. Jay went for the queen slay again. And so Sheeta pick up her and hit a Pharaoh arrow slam for 2. Sheeta hit a cake and kick for the pinfall win. After 10 minutes, Parker reached into the ring to try to help Jay kick out, but it didn't work. The referee just keep counting while finishing. And so it was a solid match. It didn't feel like a big main event. It was a poor ending when it was over. I thought that is she beat her with the move. The kick didn't look disastrous at all. This feet like a weak main event going into, and then they went on to have a very average match. Jay went for a queen slave, yet and was never applied that well. So a Sheeta got out of it easy. I am happy for Sheeta at champion. This was just a very underwhelmed main event. It was, because AEW is good, because this is one of the weakest ending in Dynamite history. I am all for women wrestling, but I want AEW to feature the women more. I think they need to put more than one woman match on the show. Most weeks have ever this match didn't feel like a big deal. Near was there any spot of the story. Yes, we want more women wrestling. However, it should be built up better than this. Yeah, because next week we got a coffin match. Sting and Darby versus Strickland. Swerve Strickland, AR Fox. So we got the AEW Tag Team Champion LTR and Dex Haywood and Cash Wallow versus the Young Bucks. So AEW Women Champion Hashida versus Tony Storm versus the winner of the Saraya in Sky Blue Rampage on Friday versus the winner. I don't watch Rampage, so I don't give a fuck about that. So we got to move it on. So move it on. So we get to this match in I'm done talking about AEW Rampage though. We went all over this. Now I'm moving on to SmackDown. That'll be the last thing I will be talking about. Because either way, though, SmackDown was in SmackDown was in Scott Banks, Sodium in Alberto Canada. This in SmackDown. This episode was 225-1. So we had Charlotte versus Oscar. So either famous matchup to start the show. I don't like to start it with a match instead of a promo. Oscar delivered some strikes. Oscar changed player, didn't go down in the exchange. Forearm player ran over Oscar with a shoulder tackle. Oscar a drop kick to the reels. Flair blocked and Oscar tripped it up on Oscar and delivered a standing size kick. And Flair was on the apron. She kicked it Oscar down and Oscar slammed Flair off the top. Oscar hit a missile drop kick Flair by a siding kick for 2. So the match continue with doing a sliding shot drive over the top onto Oscar back in the ring. Flair hit a cross body block. Flair crushed Oscar with a series of chops. Flair by a overhead slam across the ring. Flair did a carry wheel into a clothesline for 2. Oscar went for a kick. Flair avoided, and Flair hit a spear. EO Sky music played as Sky walked out with Bailey and Dakota Kai of Damage Control. The music stopped at Oscar, got a roll up for 2. Oscar with a kick in. Flair hit a running back. Both women were down in the ring and Damage Control surrounded in the ring. Bailey was on the apron. Flair took a swift wipe at her and Oscar hit a double knees on Flair. Sky hit a springboard dropkick on Flair and Oscar landed into a no contest. The bell rang to end it after a 10-minute. So the action good until it just ended with a random Damage Control attack. Flair did a nice job of wrestling like a and hitting some top ropes move, while Oscar is always great at being a Carpin heel. I am not surprised by none finish, but it's hard to love the king kind of ending. So after the match, Sky and Bailey beat up on Flair and Oscar. Bailey sent Flair into the turnbuckle. Sky sent Oscar into the ring post. Damage Control celebrate to end the segment. And Kai doing a quick promo, putting over Sky as the champ. Because they don't want to let Oscar go over Charlotte. Charlotte go over Oscar, so they don't want these two taking a loss. Charlotte, she suck as a baby face and suck as a heel because nobody don't even much want to cheer her. And I can't stand this girl every time she gets in a title picture. But Oscar, look, WWE don't care nothing about Oscar. They did never have no plans for her in that WWE World Women's Champion in the first place, and no plans for it either of pushing her in the top of the women's division. So we get Santino Escobar of the LWO was interviewed backstage by Kayla Braxton. Escobar said a feeling confessed. Escobar said he got Austin Theory number in. That lead to Theory showing up for a creep attack. Theory slamming Escobar on some equipment. case backstage. Theory slamming the hood on a equipment case, and X-Boy left the knees so that LWO show up along with the referee, and Theory escaped it. And so X-Boy beat up Theory at non-title resent. So X-Boy was right to be confessed it, and it's also way Theory did the creep attack. It's other backstage attack on a WWE show that happened quickly later with Raquel Rodriguez, Sami Zayn, among other attacks backstage recently. So we get AJ Styles, and look, with Santino Expo, look, WWE don't want him winning. Vince McMahon don't even much want him winning the title. Look, Vince McMahon, though, is not even much answering and either much pushing up your young up and coming talent on the main roster. He does not even much trust Santino Expo. I mean, dude, but I do. I don't give a damn about that because I really don't. So Karrion Kross versus AJ Styles. Styles hit a drop kick followed by a trip into a back breaker. Kross got some offense going with a back breaker drop. Kross delivered a corner clothesline and a forearm to the head. Kross was shooting, let me feel your hat. Kross hit a overhead suplex across the ring. Kross whipping hard into the corner with Styles doing a steam bump into the turnbuckle. Kross set up Styles on the turnbuckle. Styles slipping out of it and sent Kross face first into the turnbuckle. Styles went for a knee while on the apron, but Kross changed him, and Kross slamming Styles with a Death Valley drive onto the head of the commentary table. The table didn't break while Styles hit the floor, selling a back injury. Styles was in control with a running forearm on a sitting Kross. Styles hit a jumping clothesline against the turnbuckle. Styles went for a phenomenal form, but Kross changed him, and Styles kicked it off the turnbuckle. Kross went for the Kross jacket submission. Styles got out of it and jumping onto Kross. Styles was going for his receiving DDT spot. Kross feels down, and Styles pick up to do it as best he could. All through it was a bit slippery. Styles delivered some Kawana. Styles and Kross to Kross face, but Styles hit a springboard 450 splash for two because Scarlett to Kross feet on the rope. Mansion went after Scarlett with a kick, but Scarlett avoided and punched Mission. Kross took advantage with a Santino splash. Styles ducked a forearm and hit a jumping scissors kick. Scarlett went on the apron. Munchins pulled her down and tore Scarlett over the commentary table. Styles hit a peel kick on Kross, followed by a Styles clash for the pinfall win after 11 minutes. And so that was a pretty good with Styles looking amazing as usual. They did mess up the one spot with the Resolver DDT, but other than that, it was fine. Styles is still such an incredible athletic in his mid-40s by making moves like a springboard 450 splash look easy. They also avoid the women's perfect with Mention taking care of Scarlett after Scarlett interference by putting Kross foot on the rope to force a 2 count. The right guy won with Styles looking putting in the Revolver that was one of the best cross matches on SmackDown. Is legal due to Styles being so talented. So AJ celebrate the win with Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson showing up at ringside at the OC. And so we either must really get with AJ Styles though. WWE don't have, he is not in the world title picture right now, but with Karrion Kross, WWE management though don't have no either much plans or either much pushing him the way how they just be because they look at him. WWE management team looks up upon and down on Karrion Kross. They is not pushing him right now. They is not. You had him lose to AJ Styles. So let me get to this. So they show Kathy Kelly outside the trainer's room in with Austin Theory showing up with the U.S. title, saying he won't get to defend his title tonight. Rey Mysterio walked out of the room with the WWE producers. Ken Dolan and Ray told Theory that Santino will make it out there for his match. So we get Edge was in the ring for a promo with the fan chanting Edge for him. Edge said people might be wondering what he's doing here. Why notice his 25 years celebrating is next week in Toronto. Edge said it's his been way too long since he has sent the fans in courage grave. Ed spoke about how next week in Toronto he wants to have a match against a man he has never wrestled before. Ed said that man, Sheamus and Ed said they had history together because Sheamus is the reason why Edge is standing in the ring. Edge says Sheamus the guy that got him thinking that he can come back to wrestle. And so Edge went mountain bike with Sheamus, but Sheamus, Cat the Warrior working out videos on YouTube and Edge tumbling. Edge said that people will see his fall and wondering why can't he wrestle. So that is when the light bulb lit the lid to Edge thinking he can wrestle wrestle again. Edge need to find out he was really ready to wrestle prior to the 2020 Royal Rumble. Edge said that Sheamus come out and staying in his apartment, and because part of his intended family, Ed said they got into the ring every day and they kicked it their cap out of each other. Ed said he realized after that he is ready, and now he is standing here in Calgrave to prove it. Edge called out the Brawling Bruce and the Captain Warrior Sheamus. And so Sheamus walked out to the ring with Buddy Bush and Rich Hollins and Grave, marking Patrick for favoring over his Irish buddy Sheamus. Sheamus said, West Canada, Sheamus created up a video of Edge falling off the mountain bike. Edge complained about showing his sore of his butt, and Sheamus joked, "We have seen more of Edge in his career." Edge share a piece of Sheamus sitting on Edge's daughter bike, so that was funny too. So Sheamus spoke about how the Wyatt War Crawl is in Insolent Land when he was a young wrestler in 2004. And he was asking talent to for activate Sheamus, somebody that nobody talked to him, but Edge give him the best award. Edge also bought him a paint and uh, geniusness, so that a big deal. Sheamus said he knew Edge was a world class athletic. Sheamus said that the fact that they have never wrestled together is astonishing. Sheamus said without the convention with Edge in 2004, he would be standing in the ring. So Ed said he approaches that, and he approaches Sheamus. Ed said 25 years in the company to a grizzly vet that have done it all in this business, and after the match they can have some stretch. Edge asks Sheamus, "What do you say the fans want it to happen?" Sheamus asks Kyle Gray what the thing. Sheamus said, "If you swipe that stretch with a paint of glantness and you get yourself a deal." They shake hands with Sheamus. "Just hope you haven't made a mistake." Ed just noted at him at I mean to at him to end it. I mean, yeah, that was a cool segment. They made it very personal with Edge taking about Sheamus helping him, and Sheamus spoke about how Edge helped him early in his career. Big matches for next week. Edge getting a friend of his for the first time. Edge, I like it. Perhaps they could return it into a storyline with Edge winning, and then Sheamus gets jealous, so he does a creep attack after, and that can set up a other match. I don't know. Just throw it out there. I mean, yes, if Edge is be the one that gets over him, and then he get a beat down by the Brawling Bruce, and then you take him off of TV, and then set up a match at Payback in Pennsylvania next month, because Sheamus is gonna be the one that gets his win over. He wants his win back over Edge. So he is not gonna go away quiet, suffering this loss to Edge. So we get this match, LA Knight versus, I mean, dude, this match was trash. I didn't give a shit about Top Dollar and Shanti Adonis and B-Fab at ringside. I just didn't give a fuck about they was out there, because that group is trash. B-Fab, she trash. Shanti Adonis is trash. Top Dollar, because WWE management don't give a damn about them. They don't need to much have no plans to either much pushing them probably in the near future, because they don't need to much have a lead on this team. Because if they either much had Isaiah Swerve back, I mean, in WWE, that group would be going somewhere, feuding with the Judgment Day, feuding with the Bloodline, feuding with the Brawling Brutes, feuding with the Heart of Business in the LWO in the WWE. But right now, they not going nowhere. Okay, they just lost at the end in WWE. They are completely lost, and WWE management team don't have nothing for them. So LA Knight versus Top Dollar. Knight bounced off the rope. Adonis tripped him, and Dollar hit a shoulder tackle. Cole did a bad rap about Knight beating Dollar. Adonis and D-Fab got in some creep shots on Knight when the referee was looking at Dollar. Top Dollar stood on Knight. Chop to keep him down. Dollar with a left, Knight landing on his feet and come back with punches. Knight with a boot to the head, falling by a bulldog off the turnbuckle. Knight hit a running elbow drop. Knight hit the BFT blunt force turn for the pinfall win after 2 minutes. But an easy win by Knight, as you would expect, since Top Dollar is really on TV. The fans come alive for Knight as usual. The BLT looks better every time he does it. LA Knight did a promo saying didn't matter where you go in the world. Then he takes a shot at the Miz. Uncle Phil's, aka Top Dollar Knight, said it doesn't matter if it's Raw or SmackDown. Everybody will know what game it is. LA Knight. So I would assume we will get at Knight against the Miz at Payback. So that's liking means Knight going to Raw again this coming Monday. Is not confirmed or anything, but makes sense a match for Payback to get Knight a win over a former WWE champion. I mean, yeah, because that WWE need to push LA Knight harder, because I hope they don't either much fuck over his momentum, because you can see the potential. Look, LA Knight though, either much older, you can see the looks of LA Knight. He has the experience of being in the ring, know how to talk. LA Knight either much look. Vince McMahon don't want to build LA Knight up as a top star in the company. He don't either must see anything in him. That fool, him and Bruce, don't see anything in him. He does, it really don't. And so let's get to this. I mean, I'm an LA Knight supporter. I like LA Knight, but WWE, I hope they know what they're doing with him. So the United States champion Austin Theory versus Rey Mysterio. Rey got a furious offense with a springboard cross body block for a 2 count. Theory had Rey on his shoulders, but Rey countered it while a sunset flip into the turnbuckle. Rey was a scissors kick, then a driver kick to the back, and Rey tried a 619 kick, but Theory changed him, and Rey was a head scissors into the rope, falling by a 619 kick. Rey did a springboard splash for the pinfall win after 3 minutes, a new U.S. champion. And so that was quick. It was a fire off offense from Rey Mysterio, with Theory barely available to do anything against Rey, who continued everything and got the crowd. I mean, the clean win. So Rey Mysterio celebrating with the U.S. title. It was Rey third time winning the U.S. title. The AEW approached by the entrance arena with the guys congratulating Rey. Expo was there on crutches to hug Rey as well. Rey was so happy. I currently didn't expect a U.S. title change tonight, but I thought LA Knight would be the guy to take the U.S. title from Theory. But I am happy for Rey. They can do a story where Theory complains about how he wasn't ready for a match with Rey. So there will probably be a rematch soon. It could also lead to a long-term story with Santino Extra going here because he was the guy that was spooked to get this match, and Santino may be jealous of Rey winning that a story that can cradle do down the road. Yeah, because I mean it, because I didn't even much want Rey Mysterio to either much be the United States title. I wouldn't expect, but if LA Knight would have won the United States champion, I would have won with that. But right now, look, WWE, look, you already done told y'all. I done told you, Darius, Nick, either much, Nax in a rain, Nolan. I done told y'all people in the chat, Vince McMahon don't even much trust no Santino Escobar. That's why they didn't even much want him to win the United States championship. Because look, I don't care nothing about his age, his height. Look, you got an old man watching, laying up in his Hartsfield bed in his room, watching from with his remote in his hand, watching because he do not feel like Santino Escobar need to win that United States title. Just like he didn't want LA Knight to win it, you give it to Rey Mysterio. In his title reign, if Austin Theory get his rematch at Payback against Rey Mysterio again, after he done beated John Cena at WrestleMania, there was a waste of time, and then they has been booking Austin Theory like ass. And look, the fan dude, Austin Theory do not even much connect with the crowd. They just don't. Because he's a boring United States champion. Okay, and you know I'm not an Austin Theory fan, and I don't like Austin Theory. I don't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to say that I don't like Austin Theory. And so the last segment I want with the bloodline. So Roman Reigns was standing in the ring while Solo Sakura and the wise man Paul Heyman, excuse me, as the fans were booing of the of of the most part range call great acknowledge me. The fans boo for the most part, while some fans hold up the finger. Salute Solo did it too. And so Range asked Heyman where Jimmy. Heyman said he didn't know. Heyman said that Jimmy was slicking with him. Meanwhile, Jimmy arrived at ringside in a hoodie, in a banding around his neck as the fans booed him. Jimmy slowly got into the ring with the bloodline. The fans chanted, "You sold out." Jimmy Reigns told Jimmy that the fans mean nothing. Reigns told Jimmy, "Let's be real about it." With Reigns saying he owned Jimmy, one Reigns asked Jimmy to name it. Reigns said he gets Jimmy a car, boat, yacht of a jet. Jimmy said he wants nothing from Range, and Jimmy said what he did at SummerSlam, he had nothing to do with Range. Roman said he can make anything happen. Roman said he can make him the new hand man. But here comes Jay Uso. And so Jay Uso got a hang ovation as he made his way down to the ring to get in Jimmy's face. The fans were chanting Jay for Jay Uso as he paced around the ring. Jay said he's about to throw 37 years down the drain right now if Jimmy doesn't tell Jay why he did it. And so Jay said he did what he did at SummerSlam because he loved Jay. Range was laughing about it. Jimmy said he didn't do it because of his jealousy. Jimmy said he was afraid to lose Jay. Jimmy said that Jay will have become a tribal chief. And then what happened to the Uso? Jimmy said that Jay would inherit it some kind of power that makes you like him. Rain J said that making you corporate. Jimmy said he would never be able to live if he let Jay become a evil man or manipulate Manipulative mantle Ovid asshole wasn't been peated here like Roman Reigns. Jimmy said that the damn true. Jimmy said he was afraid. Jimmy said he fine if you hated him, but Jimmy said he did it because he loves him. Jimmy said if Jay wants to kick his face off 37 years of pain, Jimmy told Jay to give it to him. Reigns noted if the background saying, "Do it, Jay." Just shake his hand, no, and Jay turned his back to his brother. That lead to Jimmy leaving the ring alone. And so Roman Reigns laughing at this statist. Reigns said, "I told you." So Reigns told Jay he was a hothead that didn't know what he was doing. Reigns said nobody cares about the brother. Reigns said that is about one thing for 3 years now. And he said a knowledge. So Jay Uso hit Roman with a super kick. Solo went after Jay, and Jay fighted back and hit a super kick on his brother. Solo Range hit a Superman punch on Jay. Jimmy was in the outside by the entrance arena. Rain changed it, and Jay hit a super kick on Range, and Jay ran the ropes leading to a spear. Jay told Jay called or Jimmy to come to ringside. Jimmy approached looking for a hang. Jay laid out his brother with a super kick on the floor. The fans chanted Jay for him. Jay looked it into the camera without a microphone, saying, I am out of the blood line. I am off. Smacked. I am out of WWE. The announcers recrypted Jay, saying he was on off out of the WWE. Jay walked into the crowd and up outside the show ended there. I mean, I thought it was great segment. Jay did a traffic job of trying to explain his action, whatever everybody watched the show. I mean, agreed is other stories, but at last, Jimmy did his best to explain it from his perspective. Jay refused to superkick Jimmy as first, even thought the fans wanted to see it the change as the segment went on. Range laughing about it and ribbon it in Jay's face was perfect because it's fired up Jay who cleaning house on Roman in Solo just when you thought Jay might forgive Jimmy with a big hug there. That super kick from Jay to show that it's easy to look Jay in the story. Once again, I thought Jimmy did a tremendous job in his role in all of it well. I mean, yeah, because you either must look at Jay. Look, he's not leaving AEW. They probably have him off TV for a couple of weeks, or whether he shows up and get involved with Jimmy in Roman Reigns match at Payback and screw over his brother like he did him at SummerSlam. I mean, bro, I'm just telling you, Roman, dude, WWE would never give. What make you think that WWE was gonna let Jimmy beat Roman Reigns at SummerSlam and take the WWE World Heavyweight Undisputed Championship off of him? That was never going to happen because they gonna let Roman Reigns go into WrestleMania with that WWE World Heavyweight Championship. So, by the way, I want to give congratulations to Bertie Murphy and Rhea Ripley. They just got married. Congratulations. And Sonya Deville is going to be out of action with that torn ACL. Get well soon. It's going to take 8 months for Sonya Deville to get back in the ring. So if WWE though on Monday Night Raw, who is going to be her tag team partner on Monday Night Raw? Whether it's Nia, if Nia Jax comes back, that ass. So look, I don't like Nia Jax. I already know she sucks ass in the ring. Her moves is mediocre in the ring, and so is her finisher. I do not like that girl at all. I really don't. So I'm moving on. So let me just get to these comments. Where Osborne is not calling the LWGP USA title to the IWG title in UK. Oh yeah. I mean, he's gonna be good in AEW. Gunther goes after Roman in the food. I mean, yeah, he might, but I don't think Gunther getting that title because I already don't. Because WWE is gonna run it back with Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 40, and Cody gonna be the one that ended that title. I think Green new partner should be someone different to hear a partner say bring back Piper Niven or bring up Cora J. I don't know if we getting Cora J on the main roster because she is not ready for the main roster. I mean, yeah, bring up Tiffany Stratton to the main roster to be Chelsea Green partner. It ain't happening. She's staying down in NXT. With the Judgment Day brawling brutes, LW or the OC, and Storm, I mean Ashley, new group. I think a faction type of title would be answering down the line, but the finish hold should be Braun Baker. I mean, I'm waiting on Braun Baker to come to the roster. He did everything he can in NXT, didn't alone as NXT World Heavyweight Champion down there. This dude got the tools. He has the experience, the tools, the experience, the power, the strength down in NXT. He has it all. And so bring Braun Breaker up to the main roster. Dude, let him work with Gunther, Cody, Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins, we already seen. NXT, Finn Balor, Damian Priest, Dominic. I mean, on the main roster because I would just let him go to Raw. Because right now, though, I mean, they need some help because Gunther is, y'all look at him as the United States champion and the Intercontinental champion, the WWE World Heavyweight champion. Because right now, though, with Carmelo Hayes, I don't want him coming up right now. Whoever he dropped that belt to, I just don't want Carmelo Hayes coming up the main roster right now. And there seems to have for a large left USC alone, expect them to the same with WWE. I mean, yeah, but like I say, once that deal get once Endeavor sit down and either much signs the paper, and then either much the deal is official, you know it is going to be a parade because Vince McMahon got 49% of the votes. Daenerys has 51% of the votes in WWE. So I don't give a damn. Look, Dana White is trying to focus on UFC. That's what he's trying to do. Look, I don't watch no UFC. I don't care for it. Really don't care for UFC. I do not watch it. I really don't. AEW shopping to his CM Punk term parade best in the world shirt with 100% of produce going to the Travel Project. Yeah, with CM Punk t-shirts in AEW. I mean, you can go order that online and wear a CM Punk t-shirt. It don't matter if you love the guy or you hate CM Punk. Look, I like CM Punk. Rikishi will be returning to part of the storyline at some point in March. I mean, yeah, but if he shows up at WWE Payback, because he got his son, Jimmy, probably gonna be the one that look. He'll be a bitch if he gets back and allow himself with Roman Reigns after you done end up got injured by your own cousin. You been off of TV for, I mean, last month. Now you come back and turn on your own brother. So look, Roman Reigns is holding that WWE World Champion. He do not have any other opponents left for their title. So if he is not on the card at Payback, then he's gonna be sitting it out. You know what? We've been on here about 2 hours. We talked about AEW, Dynamite. We done talked about SmackDown. So I'm gonna go ahead and just call it a day. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. So Monday, I'm not gonna be up here. Tuesday, I will give you the Raw review. So good night.